Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome you to this video titled Least Common Multiple Word Problems. And in this video, we are going to take a look at how you can figure out whether it's a least common multiple word problem or not, and also how to solve least common multiple word problems. So let's take a look at this first one together. It says, you buy a lily and an African violet on the same day. You are instructed to water the lily every fourth day and water the violet every seventh day after taking them home. What is the first day? That's a key term with least common multiple. So whenever you see the word first, or whenever you see the word least, what's the least amount of something? Or if you're ever looking to see a story problem that's asking you on which day does something occur on the same day. Okay, those are some key tips on understanding whether it's a least common multiple word problem or not. So what is the first day on which you can water both plants on the same day? So first day, same day, keywords for least common multiple word problems. And how can you use this answer to determine each of the next days you will water both plants on the same day? So let's take a look at this. So the first step when we are looking at this is we need to take a look at a couple key things. So we have the fourth day and seventh day. So our first step is trying to figure out the least common multiple of 4 and 7. Okay, so the least common multiple of 4 and 7, we went over this already on how to do it. It's going to be 28. Okay, so 28 is the LCM of 4 and 7. Now what that is going to do, that will usually answer this first question when it's asking on what is the first day. So the first day will be the 28th day, okay, or on day 28. Also, it says, how can you use this answer to determine each of the next days you will water both plants on the same day? So basically what you do now is you take 28 and you're just going to start skip counting 28. So if it's going to be watered the same day, the 28th day, so it would be day 28. And then also it would be 56. You think about 56, sorry, 28 times 2 is 56. 28 times 3 is on day 84. They would be both watered the same day and so on. Okay, so again, understand that word first is a key word whenever we're looking at least common multiple story problems, and also when you're being asked of something that occurs on the same day is another key term when we're trying to figure out whether it's a least common multiple story problem or a greatest common factor story problem. Remember, greatest common factor would be the most or the greatest. Those are some of the key words when you're trying to find and trying to figure out whether it's a greatest common factor or least common multiple story problem. Now let's take a look at another one, and we can even do this together. So you'll need to get out your pencil and math journal. Let's work this problem out together. So it says during February, Kevin will water his ivy every third day and water his cactus every fifth day. Okay, so we don't know whether it's a greatest common factor or least common multiple story problem just yet. Okay, however, when we start looking at the questions, we'll be able to figure it out. It says, on which date will Kevin first water both plants together? So the word first, when you're trying to figure out something together, that means it's least common multiple. So my two numbers, how do I know which two numbers I'm dealing with? It's the third day and also the fifth day. So because of that, I need to find the least common multiple of 3 and 5. Okay, and we know that first common multiple of 3 and 5, least common multiple of 3 and 5 is 15. Okay, now they're not asking 15, they're saying which date. All right, so think through this. It's going to be February 15th. Okay, so A will be February 15th. So least common multiple more than likely is going to answer that first question. It's going to answer the question that's asking which is the first and also together. All right, and They're asking now, will Kevin water both plants together again in February? Okay, now if it's the 15th is going to be the first day, take 15 times 2, February 30th. That's not going to work because there's not a February 30th. Even if it's a leap year, February 29th is the most it would go, or the longest February would go. So will Kevin water both plants together again in February? The answer is no. It's so sad. Doesn't mean he's not going to water them again. It's just not together on the same day. So Kevin will get kind of a break in February. However, if this were the month of March, for example, March 15th, and then also March 30th would be another day that Kevin would water both his ivy and cactus on the same day. So again, remember some of those keywords, the first, or together, when something happens together, or on the same day, or if even it says what's the least amount of something, those are some key terms that will signify that it's a least common multiple story problem. So this concludes the video on least common multiple story problems. If you have any questions about this concept, please come and see me.